Echoes of the midnight call. The old farmhouse stood alone at the edge of Ravenswood Hollow, its weather-worn clapboards silvered by the pale sliver of a harvest moon. Once it had been lively, a place where children's laughter drifted through open windows, and the scent of fresh bread rose with the morning sun. Now, it sagged under the weight of decades, its shutters crooked, its porch beams groaning like tired bones. Autumn's chill seeped through every crack, carrying the musk of rotting leaves and the faint tingle of something unseen. I lay awake in my narrow bed, the hum of the radiator a distant heartbeat. Outside, the wind whispered through the eaves, and an owl called once, then fell silent. It was almost 2 a.m., that witching hour when memories bleed into dreams, and the mind conjures horrors best left unimagined. That's when the phone rang. At first, I believed it to be a prank, an errant text-to-voice glitch. My thumb hovered over decline as the screen flashed. Unknown caller, its pale digits mocking me in the dark. I hesitated, curiosity rattling through my veins like ice.
Hello?
I ventured, voice brittle. Only static answered, a low hiss that crackled through the handset. Then a soft rasp.
I'm home.
The line went dead. Silence swelled, so heavy I could almost taste it. My heart thundered against my ribs as if it tried to escape. I fought the urge to bolt for the front door, to slam every lock and dial the police. Instead, I pressed the receiver to my ear, breathing shallow, straining for any sound. The only reply was the distant creak of settling timber. Minutes or hours passed. Then the phone rang again. This time, I didn't hesitate.
Who is this?
My voice trembled.
My name is yours.
Gooseflesh rippled down my arms. The speaker's tone was unmistakably my own, only slower, warped, as though echoing from some cruel mirror. It repeated my full name, syllable by deliberate syllable, savoring each one like a delicacy. I sank to the floor, my back against the cold plaster wall. The lampshade trembled as the radiator rattled. Somewhere in the hallway, floorboards groaned under invisible weight. A faint draft brushed past me. No door or window was open?
Where are you?
I croaked.
Behind you.
I whirled around. Darkness. The oak's shadow outside twisted across the curtain like a skeletal hand. My breath came in stutters. My fingers trembled as I dialed 911, but instead of the dial tone, I heard only garbled static. Then laughter, soft, triumphant, and utterly inhuman. Panic seized me. I bolted for the living room, knocking over a leaf-green side table. A porcelain lamp crashed, its shade bursting into shards that glittered like shattered stars. My foot caught on the oriental rug's frayed edge. I fell, my forehead meeting the floor with a sharp crack. Pain bloomed behind my eyes. The phone, still clutched in my numb fingers, rang once more. I blinked through the throbbing ache and forced myself upright. The display read, "Incoming call." No number, just a pulsing icon. Then the caller ID flickered, turned into a photograph. Me, asleep, taken just hours ago while I lay wide-eyed in that very bed. My blood ran cold. In the window, moonlight shifted. The oak's branches scratched the glass in a deliberate rhythm. 3 sharp taps, as though sending a Morse code from beyond. The phone buzzed against my palm. Fear clawed at my throat. I answered on impulse.
I'm home.
This time, the voice on the line was ragged, drenched in wind and metal on metal screeching, layered with distant screams.
Open the door.
It murmured, each word a ragged breath.
Let me in.
My hand froze over the deadbolt. If I unlocked it, I would welcome this nightmare into my life. If I didn't, the voice would find another way. The bolt clicked, a sound like a funeral gong. The front door swung wide without a creak. A blast of frigid air snuffed out the lamps, plunging me into absolute black. My heart pounded so loudly I thought it might shatter my ribs. From the hallway came a soft sigh.
I'm home.
I stumbled back, every nerve ablaze. Footsteps, countless invisible feet creaked closer. I punched the light switch, but only flickering sparks appeared. And then I saw it. In the wall's antique mirror, my reflection. But wrong. Pallid skin stretched over hollow eyes, and a grin split those lips. A grin that was not mine. It tilted its head, watching me with hungry mockery. My own mouth opened with a silent scream. The mirror cracked, racing spiderweb fractures across its surface as a new voice hissed through the shards.
We belong here, together.
By dawn, the county sheriff arrived. He found the front door ajar, curtains tangled in wind, and the farmhouse in eerie stillness. On the floor lay my broken phone, its screen dark. Dust and ash formed a single message, scrawled in what looked like wet wax across the fractured mirror. Always answer the call. They searched every room, but there was no sign of me. The neighbors whispered. Some swore they saw two figures in the upstairs window. One living, one other. Others claimed that at midnight the walls themselves whisper your name. I am told that I roam Ravenswood Hollow now, a call waiting in the wires. When the line rings, a familiar voice beckons.
I'm home.
And if you answer, you join the echo, another visitor trapped behind the glass, whispering in the dark. So remember, on those restless nights, the most disturbing call is the one you never hang up on.